It feels like in Maine anyway, and I don't know if I can kind of quantitative rank them, but it feels like mobility is one of the most crucial themes in Maine, right? Because we just have so many miles between neighbors and all the things we explained. So can you talk about how technology is going to impact our mobility as we age, right?
Sure.
And then how is it going to allow us to have more independence for longer? Because I think that's something we all kind of concern about is, hey, well, I just get less and less in keeping up with things. But what I don't realize is maybe is you kind of made the point earlier is that now I'm sacrificing independence because I'm not staying relevant on technology.
Right, right. So yeah, when it comes to mobility, a lot of people are like, well, I don't have to worry about driving. I'll just wait for my Google car to take me wherever I need to go, right? I will share with you that the some of the top researchers at the MIT AgeLab who actually are working on autonomous driving and that kind of thing, some of them believe that it's going to be a very long time until we see that technology coming to a road near you for a whole gamut of reasons. But I even think about interim technologies like Uber and Lyft. I imagine that Uber and Lyft, although probably available in parts of Maine, probably are unavailable in other parts.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
here's what I'll tell you today. The last statistic I saw that said if I were to ask you all what percentage of Americans over age 65 have ever taken a ride in an Uber or a Lyft rideshare vehicle, what would you say?
20%,
What would you guess?
probably?
20%?
10.
Lower, yeah. Probably
So I'll
10.
tell you, yeah, that's very good guesses. So I'll tell you how rapidly it's changing. In 2016, the number was apparently 4%. Only 4% of Americans. In 2019, the last number I saw said 13%. That means 87% of Americans over age 65 have never taken a ride in an Uber or a Lyft ride-sharing service. And look, again, I always like to use my personal examples, but let's take my mom again. My mom got her first iPhone a couple of years ago. I say, Mom, I've got a great idea. Download this Uber app, right? And the first thing you're going to do is load in all of your personal credit card information. But wait, it gets better. That's going to allow you to get into a car with a guy you don't know to drive you to a place where you don't know where you're going. No way. But this is the important part about technology. And maybe some of your listeners are more advanced in using technology and have technologies that maybe they do like to use Uber. It's one thing to tell someone about Uber. It's another thing to get in an Uber car with someone. Show them how you did it. How much does it cost? Talk to the driver, right? Have the driver tell how they rate you in the car as well. When we think about how this works for people, how that when they learn through that experience, they may decide or may not decide this is something I want to take up. And my gosh, if they understand what a technology like this may be able to do for them in terms of liberating them, all of a sudden it can become a regular part. Maybe they're not going to take it by themselves, but maybe if they can get a group of people that say, yeah, let's go together, let's, so on and so forth. So we see transportation and mobility changing quite rapidly. And I will tell you, the other thing that I think people have to think about is beyond the transportation question, it's accessibility, right? Especially as we age. So I know that there are times in all of our lives, usually between the ages of 40 and 55, where we say, I can't wait because you know what I'm going to do when I retire? I am going to move to the middle of Maine. And I'm going to build a log cabin, and we're going to have candlelight, and I'm going to build a wood fire, and we're going to be good. It sounds good, but it doesn't always work that way, especially as we age. When I say accessibility, how close are the nearest medical services to your home, right? Doctors and specialists that you may need to access. How about grocery stores or the ability to have things delivered to the home, right? That may become necessities when it gets harder for us to get out. Because this is where technologies, again, the current crisis, it's not just about how we get to places, it's about how things get to us, right? The Grubhubs and the DoorDashes and the Amazons and the you name it that can make things available to us at a fingertip that may not even be available in our local locale. Understanding what these services are and what they do, but also understanding how available are they in the communities where you intend to age.